Most people get this wrong. They think you need to be a parent and then you can be good at parenting. Well, that's not the truth. The truth is, being a parent doesn't mean you can good at parenting. Hello, this is Napoleon Hong. Welcome to listening to Napoleon Hong My Revolution podcast. This is episode 144. In today's podcast, I want to tell you this, and I want to explain why I share parenting tips, advice to parents around. And I have been doing this for 5 years. I think I started this kind of I give parenting advice to parents, and when I tutor the kids, and when I was a teacher or a tutor or even a coach for the kids. I have doing since I just graduated from high school. Now, before I graduate from my college, I have been a mentor to kids, and I have been giving advice to parents. I think most people think you need to be a parent first and then you can good at parenting. Well, in this case, I can tell you that's not the truth. Being a parent, that means you have more experience, more, you have a kid to test what inside of you is right or wrong. How you should put it into practice about your theory about parenting. You think you will be a good parent, but most of the time you suck. Well, for most parents. So that means being a parent doesn't mean you can good at parenting. And I think the most reason why most people cannot good at parenting, that's because they think it as an adult. They think they're good at they know more about the kids, but actually sometimes they don't. They think that what they think is right. They think they have the right mindset, they have the right beliefs, so they just try to express their ideas or beliefs or mindsets to their kids, so that they think the kids should just take it. Well, when they're young, they would just take whatever you give, because that's how they learn things. Before they have know nothing. But when they go to middle school, well, everything changed. They have their own beliefs. They start question what you teach them. And you know what? Even before middle school, some parents are sucked at parenting. Why is that? Because they never think as a child. I think most people bad at parenting, that's because they never think in the perspective of kids. Because only when you think as a perspective of the kids, you will know what the kids are thinking, what the kids want to do right now, and you will get more attention to observe and analyze what is right and what is wrong and what is proper for the kids now. That's how I do it. That's why I can give so many good parenting advice to parents. Not because I am a parent. That's because I can think as a kid. I can play with kids. I can do what kids do. I can think. I can just live just like a kid. Even when I talk to a kid, I will lower myself so I can have the eye contact at the same level. And at that time, I really understand what the kid's word is. I know what he sees right now, what he hears right now. So every time I don't judge, I observe, I listen. And when that time, I always find what triggered the problem, what triggered the situation right now. That's why most parents, when they come to me and ask for advice, I can give the advice to them. So today you should know this. If you are a parent, because I have been in this kind of situations before. When I'm trying to give some parenting advice to some parents, they would judge me Well, you haven't been a parent. How could you give advice to me? But, eventually they will know, because every time when they cannot handle their kids anymore, when they can't talk with their kids anymore, when they cannot persuade their kids anymore, they will ask me for my advice, and I give the advice for them, and the kids listen. The kids just change, and every time I can tell you what I am capable of. I can make any kids like me in half an hour. You know what? Because I think and act and play and speak just like a kid. And when I do that, every kid will like that. I sure I care about their interests. I care about their feelings. I care about what the situation they're right now, when most parents don't. So, don't try to judge others when they're trying to give you parenting advice to you. Giving a good parenting advice or not, it not depends on whether you are a parent. It depends on whether you can sing, speak, and play just like a kid. Because when that happens, you are really good at parenting. You don't need to learn a lot of things. Yeah, maybe you can learn some education stuff, education books, education articles that you can learn from the experts. But mostly, if you want to be good at parenting, you need to think, act, speak, and play just like a kid. You need to understand the world of your kid. You need to understand what is in your kid's mind. Don't just what's in your mind. Don't try so hard to persuade them. Don't try so hard to use your belief or mindset. You try to convince them, because that will never work. That's not how their brain works. That's not how their world runs. So here are these advice. So if that means if you are still struggling with parenting, and if you want some advice, you can always find me, and I can tell you, I can coach you and help you to be a better parent with good parenting. How you can communicate with your kids, how can you play with your kids, how sometimes can really persuade and convince your kids to do what you think is right. Well, most of the time, to me, I think most parents just try to push their beliefs into their kids' mind. But most time, you need to think it clear. You need to think based on your kids. When you think like that way, you will find the answers. And only then you can solve the problem. And don't, raising kids, it's a long-term process. It's not a short-term. And when most parents trying to do it in a short-term time, they want a quick result, always they fail. Tell you what, they fail. Yeah, you hear me right. So, when I'm trying to tell you this, because the kids grow in a long term, it's not just grow into someone, or just like someone, or just want something, just in a quick time. Never do that. So if you are asking, you are confusing about what you should teach your kids, because I have given advice for hundreds of parents, and they always work. So if you are a lack of knowledge and you want some update of your beliefs and how to raise your kid, how to do good parenting, just ask me. I'm here for you, okay, parents? And why I do this? Because I do this, that's because I do this for the kids. Only with good parenting, your kids will be raised in a good hand. That means the minimums have their chance. The young ones have their chance to pursue their dream. I'm here to help you parents understand a way parents to think and grow in a new way that fits the 21st century. That's it. That's why I'm here. So if you think this message will help you, and you think more people, your friends or someone will benefit from this, and they need advice from me, just share to them, because this will help them to be a good parents, and this will help them to raise their kids better and better. How their kids will become who they are, and find out what they want to do, and based on that they can achieve their dreams. They can live a life they want. And if you have any thoughts, please go to my Twitter or Facebook or Instagram, search the Napoleon Home or Napoleon Home My Revolution, and you will find me there, and will always find me there. Or just drop a comment below this video. I'm looking forward to hear from you, and I always believe you can achieve your dreams, but you're gonna need some support. If you're a parent, you need support about good parenting advice. If you're a kid, you need advice how to shift your mindset, how to change your habit, how to make an action plan, how to manifest your dream. So I'm here, I believe, but you need some help, you need some support. I'm here for you. That's it. That's for today. I'll see you next time. You can make it, all the dreams in your mind. Just make it happen. Just do the work. You can make it. Okay, bye-bye.